Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my vlog today. Yeah, today feels different. Not because something extraordinary is happening, not because there is a major announcement waiting at the end of this video, but because today I want to talking about something that every single person experience at some point in their life. What is that? That's starting over. Yeah, it's simply praise the ordinary words. But honestly, starting over can be one of the hardest things people ever do. Sometimes starting over happens because we choose it. New school, new job, new goal, new city, new routine. But sometimes starting over arrives unexpectedly. Plans change, opportunities disappear, relationships end, and a dream is shift. Life takes a direction we never predicted, and suddenly we're standing at the beginning again. Not because we want to, but because life brought us there. And honestly, I think that's feeling many people understand. Most people don't enjoy being beginners. They enjoy confidence. And that's normal. Everyone enjoys the familiarity. They enjoy knowing what they're doing. But starting over removes all of that. It places people in unfamiliar territory. And that can feel uncomfortable. When people begin something new, they often compare themselves to who they used to be. They remember how confident they once felt, how skilled they once were, how comfortable things once seemed. And then they look at where they are now, and the difference can feel frustrating. But maybe that's the wrong comparison. Maybe the goal isn't to compare today's version of ourselves to who we were yesterday. Maybe the goal is simply to keep moving forward from where we are right now. Because every expert was once a beginner. We started at the same point at the start, at the beginner thing, and then we will be the expert. Every successful person once had no experience. Every confidence once felt uncertain. And honestly, remembering that makes the beginning feel a little less intimidating. Intimidating. Yep. another thing I realized is that the people often underestimate how many times they have already started over. Think about it. Starting elementary school, we start at that point. And then we go to this high school, we're starting again. And we go to the college, we're starting again. Making new friends, learning a new skill, trying something unfamiliar. Life is full of beginnings. People have already survived more new chapters than they realize. And if they done it before, they can do it again. And I think one reason starting over feels scary is because people focus on what they're leaving behind. The comfort, the familiarity, the certainty. But every beginning also offers something else possibility. Yep. Possibility of growth. Possibility of discovering something unexpected. The possibility of becoming someone slightly different than before. And honestly, that's exciting. Even if it doesn't always feel that way at first. But I remember hearing someone say that growth and comfort rarely live in the same place. And the older I get, the more that idea makes sense. Most growth happens when the people step into situations they don't completely understand it. When they try to despite uncertainty. When they continue despite discomfort. When they move forward without a clarity. And honestly, that's not easy. But it's often worth it. Another lesson I learned is that people don't need to have everything figured out before they begin. Many people delay their dreams because they're waiting for certainty. Yeah, waiting until they feel ready. Waiting until they know exactly what to do. Waiting until they feel confident enough. But honestly, confidence often comes after action. Wait. Yeah, but honestly, confidence often comes after actions, not before it. Kalau saya ke belo dengan ini kan mandek. Jadi kalau menu kena ni. Dan selangitnya dah tahu deh. Uli bela lain-lain dengan belo nanti berapa jaga. Yeah. I just do like some work here. We just try to take the water. Ara ru naik jadi ru masih dia le bawa angkeun dia letih. Barak kena bis. Yeah, I just doing some work at my rice field right now. No, not my rice field, but my brother's rice field. Just help him to put the water at the irrigation. But we don't have a water now, so we just take it from the house. We have like river there, So we just take the water of the river. Yeah, let's just continue it. Like I say, like confidence often comes after action, not before the action. People become confident by trying, by learning. Hello? Before learning. Ada kunci apa? Google Power Rangers. Oh shit, oh shit. It's so hot here, bro. Allah Akbar. So I'm gonna take the water, guys. Wait. Yo, welcome back, dudes. Yeah, I just back from that water. It's on under my video, of course. We still have not minutes left. So yeah. Wait, I want to remember the game. Before it, I say like. Yeah, we're talking about the confidence. So confidence that's not comes instantly with a process by learning, making mistakes, by gaining experience. The first step, of course, that always feel comfortable. And the second step feels slightly easier. And eventually, what once felt impossible becomes normal. That's true for almost everything. Learning language, making videos, meeting new people, building habits, starting projects. Growth usually begins with the awkward first times, and that's completely okay. Another thing about the story novel is that it teaches you how. Yeah, when the people are beginners, they remember what it feels like not to know everything. They learn patience, they learn curiosity, they learn like how to ask the questions. And honestly, those qualities are valuable. Because it isn't just about the becoming knowledge. That's not about that. That's not about knowledgeable. That's not. It's also about the reminding, teachable. The people who continue learning are often the people who continue growing. Not because they know everything, but because they remain open to discovering more. I also think many people are too afraid of making mistakes. They see mistakes as evidence of failure. But mistakes are often evidence of effort. Evidence that someone tried. Evidence that someone stepped outside their comfort zone. Evidence that someone was willing to learn. And honestly, that's something to be perfect. No one learns without striving. No one improves without struggling. And no one success without experience setbacks. That's part of the process. Another thing I've noticed is that the people often imagine a progress as a straight line. But the real progress is rarely straight. Some days feel productive, some feel slow, and some days feel amazing, some days feel frustrating. But that's normal, of course. Progress isn't measured by one day, it's measured over time. The important thing isn't perfection, it's consistency. Show up again, trying again, continuing again, one step at a time and one step closer to our destination. And yeah, I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about success. Like people often see the result, they are achievement. There's achievements, awards, recognition, opportunities, but they don't always see the hundreds of ordinary days behind those results. The early mornings, the failed attempts, the doubts, the setbacks, the repetitions, and honestly, that's where more growth happens. Not during the spotlight, but behind the scene. Yep, maybe that's all for today. So in the morning, I will end this video and bye bye.